Hey y'all, I'm back. I wanted to do a video regarding chakras, crystals, meditation, consciousness, all that good stuff. I'm getting a lot of responses from family members, friends, so forth, really interested in getting their chakras aligned. I guess when I come into contact with a lot of people, they sense my they sense my energy because I'm always predominantly, mostly in a good mood. I'm usually coming in like a bold, hey, good morning, everybody, and they notice that it's all the time. They notice that, gosh, I don't think I've ever remember or recall a time where I've seen Marty, down or gave an attitude or something like that. Well, they probably have, and just seen a transition. And the thing about it is that that's why it's so important when you're and you're ministering to people, when you want to just give good advice. It's good to have something where people can just look at you and say, you know what, I want to know what the hell she's eating. If you see somebody who looks good, their skin is clear, they lost weight, their hair is growing, you're intrigued. You want to know, how can I get to be great? You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, this whole transition that I've been going through the past actually couple of years, I know I just started talking about it, but I've been transitioning into my higher self for the past couple of years. Once I've given up religion and stopped falling on the altar week after week, year after year, not seeing too much going on. I mean, as far as results, as far as my internal being, as far as my, even my spiritual man, it was always some void, it was always some hunger, some yearning, like this can't be life. What I'm saying? This something not, like, I'm not feeling connected. You know that emptiness that you keep chasing, whether it be chasing it in women, chasing it in men, chasing it in work, chasing it in liquor and drugs and all kinds of things. It's because you're not connected to who you are, your higher self, to that major force, that energy, God, and so forth. What's in you that gives you power to overcome anything, overcome diseases, once you get to know yourself, once you get to love yourself. And that's the main, put my little drink down, that's the main topic I really want to talk about, is really start to fall in love with yourself. And we forget how to love ourselves because we get so distracted with life, we get so distracted with kids that we have to love, we get so, and I'm sorry for using the word distracted, but let me just get straight to the point. We get distracted with loved ones, we get distracted with responsibilities, we get all of these distractions, and it takes us away from who we are. And for years I never even had mirrors in my house because I didn't take the time to even look at myself. I completely excluded myself out of my own life and started living and doing everything for everybody else. Even the guys that I dealt with, whether I was dating them or not, even the ones I wasn't really dating, who I knew wasn't two flies matched together, I still was, just doing things out of my out of my comfort zone for them. So anyway, when you're doing this chakra work and you're trying to get your chakras and stuff aligned, it's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's but the process of it is so great, and when you start to see your growth day by day by day, it doesn't even compare to where you're gonna end up, because it's just the fact that now I wake up and I'm excited in the morning. I'm like, good morning. I say what's up to my ancestors on my altar. I say good morning to myself, and I'm like, Marty, what are we going to do today? I ask myself, and if I do wake up feeling kind of down, I say, Marty, why do you feel this way? And I'll say, okay, well, I feel this way because okay, well, do we like feeling this way? No, we do not. So what are we going to do? We're going to smile. We're going to play some music. We're going to go for a drive. We're going to go to the 99-cent store. We're not going to talk to this person anymore. We're not going to eat that type of food anymore. I mean, it gets so deep, and I'm to a point now where I had to fall. I won't say fall. I had to step back multiple times, but catapult forward. Like every time I took a step back, one step or two step, it was 5 more that pushed me forward. So now when things come into my life and it's like, okay, this is not working, or this isn't feeling right, now I can accept it as a real lesson. So that's another thing. You have to change the way you think about things. Like you have to really reprogram yourself. And it's a beautiful thing because you're your own project. You can work you out just the way you want to work it out. And you have to start with yourself. You have to start with taking care of your body. You know what I'm saying? Because your body, your brain, brain, your temple, and your spiritual man lives inside this vessel. So if you're tired, if you're depressed, if you're angry, if you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you have arthritis, all of those things are gonna are gonna allow you not to really pay attention to put more energy into yourself. Now your body can heal itself. So that's just one thing you have to know. So if you feed the correct things, it can heal yourself from all diseases. Okay, I'm not saying not from this, but from all diseases. Okay, all right, guys, this is just so intense. Like, I just don't even know where to start. Okay, well, with the chakra work, yes, you can order the crystals. Yes, they will come in. Yes, they will resonate with you. You can look at certain crystals if you're starting out. Just go on look for, you know, crystal. I have websites, whatever. You can always reach out to me and I'll give you one. But one is Chakra Zulu crystals, and you can order crystals. They also even have small descriptions of what they are. You can go through them, look them up, and certain ones you're gonna be like, wow, that one's beautiful. That means it resonated with you. You're gonna feel this warmness. You're gonna feel like, oh my God, I need to have that next to me. And that's gonna be your crystal. That's first of all how you do the crystal works. You don't have to study this stuff. A lot of this stuff, you have to trust yourself. You will guide yourself through life with no problem. I jump, like they say, step out on fear. Me, I just go do stuff. I go places. I ask questions. I interact with people and things that are not like myself. Like because I'm completely guided all the time. You know what I'm saying? You will guide yourself to where you need to be. So stop always thinking, okay, I got to work this out. Everything needs a plan. Certain things do need a plan. If you're starting a business, you need a business plan. If you're looking to buy a house, you need to, you know, a financial plan. You need financial literacy. Certain things need a plan. When it comes to yourself, it's really no plan. You know, just live out to your best. Everything is already here for you to do what you need to do. So yeah, you can start by going online, looking up different crystals, and then start reading on them. You know what I'm saying? And how I started memorizing, like I can look at a lot of crystals now, I can memorize them, like I know their meaning and so forth, is I really took the time to like really get to know them and really said, okay, I'm gonna take this crystal, and because it is able to you know, get me grounded as far as my emotions, I'm gonna believe in that. So what you do is you put your intentions into the crystal, because like I said, everything that you need in life is in you. You have the power to do everything. Everything else is just an added bonus. These crystals are like added bonuses, but they're great bonuses because they actually really help. You know, so in my first experience, I had brought the all 8, or no, sorry, it's 7 chakras, but I had brought the crystals that align with each one of my chakras. And you know, I blessed them, I took care of them, you know, I talk to them, I sleep with them. People, like some of the people know at my job, I carry them around in my pocket, in my bra. I really work with my crystals. I become one with my crystals. My crystals pay me back, you know, in return. You know, it helps me humble myself. It helps me feel more calm. Like certain things still piss me off, you understand what I'm saying? But my block method now, and my awareness of how depression and anger like poisons me and brings on depression and just opens door for just so much more negative stuff, that now I know, okay, yeah, I don't like the way this is going, but it's not that serious. It's not gonna stop me from driving home today. It's not going to stop me from seeing my son. It's not going to stop me from having a conversation with my mom. It's not going to stop me from eating tonight. It's not going to stop me from, you understand where I'm going. If it's not that serious in your life, like, just let it go. Just let it go. You don't need to blame yourself anymore for anything. You don't need to say, well, if I do this, you know, this will happen to this person, they'll feel this kind of way, or maybe they won't be able to live without me. If you do, remember something, if you do any and everything from a place of love, it'll never ever be nothing else but that. Regardless of what someone thinks, how they feel, how you're treating them. We have to stop, you know, we have to put ourselves first. I want to stick to that. You have to start loving yourself and put yourself first. Don't say, oh, I do love myself. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you did love yourself, you wouldn't allow so much to go on. You wouldn't wake up every morning continuing to stay in a volatile or bad situation that you know is damaging you. You find some type of way to say, you know what, I need to remove myself, because you love yourself that much. You wouldn't have your newborn child in a certain type of atmosphere. Think of yourself as a newborn child, and that's how you have to take care of yourself. You have to, you know, the same way you wouldn't put your newborn child just down on anybody's bed, make sure you have clean sheets to sleep on. You understand what I'm saying? Change those things rapidly. Like, it's so much more to self-healing than just buying crystals. Like, you really have to make your atmosphere and everything around you start to flow in a positive, neutralizing, you know, way. So yeah, I do my crystals. I still have trouble meditating because I'm still learning how to quiet my brain. I'm still working on my you know, my root chakra down here, my you know, sexual area. You know, I've even suffered from, you know, fibroids and, you know, infertility issues and stuff like that. So I'm working on that, you know, nurturing that. As a matter of fact, I just brought, you know, you also have crystals, and then once you start studying and getting deeper, the doors will just start opening to information for you. So don't get scared about learning this transition into learning your higher self, especially us black people. Don't be scared about learning about your true culture and who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's definitely going to go against everything you believe. It's definitely going to go against all religion. It's definitely going to go against just that whole thing. It's more so of just someone compared it to Buddhism, you know, because it's just like you're at peace, you're at zen, everything is flowing, everything is good. But that's basically it. It's just living life and enjoying it, and it can be done, but it really has to start with you. You have to make a conscious decision, say, I love myself too much to allow me to suffer anymore. And then when you get them crystals is just like an extra energy pack. You know, you come in like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I don't want to hurt no more. I don't want to not say anything anymore. I want to be able to express myself to where people understand, and it doesn't come across as being an insult. Like, I want it to come from the heart. So, you know, you got to work on your throat chakra so that can help you communicate. A lot of us speak from anger, and even though we're angry at the time, sometimes we really don't even mean to hurt someone's feelings, but that's just how it comes out. So it teaches you control. It helps you with your throat chakra, so you can stop and say, you know what, I'm not going to tell him I don't like what he just said. I'm going to say, listen, what you just said, you know, hurt my feelings, and I would have, you know, and I don't know what else I need to do to explain to you that I don't like this or what have you, but this is what the issue is. And now it comes across a little bit differently. And, you know, you're thinking the clarity with your third eye and your head chakra, like that is clarity. You know, you get clarity with things. You don't overthink a lot of things. You know, I could just go on and on and on about how great it is to start loving yourself, start taking care of yourself, start being humble, start alleviating anger, stop it's just so deep. And then you start really attracting great things. Like, every day I get up and I'm excited because I get blessed with the littlest, well, I guess considered the littlest thing. I get blessed like in ways you just walking outside. Like, I just can't break it down because I don't want to talk too little about it and not say what is needed enough. But anyway, I can walk outside and go to Walmart, you know, and I can think, goodness, it's really crowded. Let me turn down here, and I can visualize a parking spot, you know, a parking spot will be there right in the front. I can, I ordered food yesterday. I went to the mall, and you know, it was crowded. It was not yesterday, I guess the day before, whatever. This weekend it was really crowded. And it was a long line. My son likes the Japanese, you know, like the hibachi, whatever. So I'm like, goodness, I have to sit here forever. I have to find a seat. So I turned around and I was just like, let me just look and see, because I need a seat. A seat came up, sent Donovan over there. I'm sitting there. Mind you, the line long as hell. The guy calls me and said, did anybody order shrimp? I was the only one who ordered shrimps, and shrimp don't take that long to cook. So I went up there, got that, and everybody's like, well, you know, looking, because I mean, when I say the line was long, you know, the lines be like back to the eating area. So like, things just happen like that for me. Like, doors just open, red carpets just roll out, like, and then I start feeling entitled. You know, because I know who I am. Like, yeah, I deserve that. You know, I work hard. You know, I'm a nice person. Let somebody cut in front of me. Like, you just start to feel different. You don't come in with so much attitude, and then when you get, but you have to be careful, because when you have that much energy, people like to have you around, and it can drain you of that, you know. So limit yourself of being around too much negative stuff. Like, it comes to the point where not just you're studying crystals, but you're having to change your whole lifestyle. You're having to change your whole way of thinking, eating. Now, before, I used to wake up to a glass of wine. Now I wake up and I make sure that before anything goes into my system, I have either some warm water with lemon in it, or some green tea. And I'm adamant about it. Like nothing unless it's a piece of fruit or something, like maybe a banana, if I just maybe not have no water or something, but I make sure. So yeah, I don't drink a gallon of water a day, but I'm starting somewhere. You have to start with the process. Don't just think you're going to take your person who you are now, go buy some crystals, and then, you know, you're going to hold them next to you, and then like everything is going to be great. You have to start, and that's it. Just start towards it and you will see yourself grow. So I've even like got these. It's called a yoni egg. So this is an egg that goes inside of a woman, and a lot of people use it for, I guess, Kegel exercises or whatever, to make them tighter in the walls, muscles, and all of this other stuff. But me, I use it for the spiritual aspect of it. And the spiritual aspect of it is that that's our portal. You know, and that's why everything is so sexual, because they want you to damage your portal. They want you not to get clarity. They want you to be stuck in this, I need to fuck, I need to fuck, I need to fuck. I'm depressed if I can't fuck. I need good dick. I need, you know what I'm saying? And with the same thing with the men, I need to fuck her, I need to go fuck her, I need to go fuck her, I need to. Everything is just unnatural about it. That's not what our organs are for. Our organs are to manifest things. Our portals are to let, to birth things. We birth people. I mean, think about how deep that is. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to take more respect and pride in yourself. And it's the bottom line. It's going to keep going back to that. You have to start loving yourself and understanding yourself. And once you do that, you can manifest anything. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to take that work. And sometimes when you're taking that work into loving yourself and healing yourself, that means you have to peel off layers. That means you have to be honest with yourself. That means you have to forgive yourself. That means you have to point out where you are at fault at. Because like my mom used to always say, when you're pointing one finger, it's three fingers pointing back at you. Nothing can go on in your life unless you allow it. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter how bad a person may be, you wouldn't know how bad that person was if you didn't allow them in your life, or continue to allow them in your life. You can have a great love for somebody and not feel no ill will and animosity not being with them. You understand? Because like they say, misery enjoy company. Negative energy likes to draw other people in to keep them comfortable and keep them occupied in company, because they're negative. It takes them out of their own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Now I can focus on making you making you miserable or whatever is going on with you, because it takes away from me blaming myself. And that's just a whole nother video. I just hope I'm kind of breaking it down so you can understand. But start loving yourself. Take that time and start loving yourself. You're going to get tested. You're going to have weaknesses. I got tested the other day, you know, and I was just like, you know, I know I shouldn't be going over here, but fuck it. So now I said to myself, okay, Marty, and it didn't happen. So thank God that it didn't, because in actuality, I could get deeper into it, but just certain shit I want to keep personal to myself, if you don't mind. But at the end of the day, it just let me know that I'm still needing to work on my my sacral and my root chakra, and those are the first and the second one at the bottom, where you know your vagina starts going up into your stomach, and that's just your whole area. I had fibroids I had to get removed. I've always had, you know, heavy flows. It's always been painful and like traumatic there. So it lets me know that that is out of alignment, and it guides me a lot sometimes, because you know I'm a very sexual being, but you can't be like that with everybody. Matter of fact, with nobody. You have to be like that with who you need to be with that, like that with. It's really that serious. And it's almost like letting somebody in your house, you know, while you got all your valuables around. Now you have to worry about this person. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how like deep it is. So these yoni eggs on a spiritual level, they help bring in healing energy and properties, and clear out all trauma, and clear out you know, things of that nature, so that I'm more aligned with not being driven by that, but not changing the fact that that I am a sexual person, you know, but with the right person, not just with, you know, because I haven't maybe done it in a long time, or you know, I feel like I'm in need, or we got this mentality, okay, you know, it'll make me feel better. But what is it making you feeling better from? Just for you to be from being backed up, or is it making you feel better for some other issue that's going on, like daddy's issues? You know, it's a whole, it gets really deep. But start with loving yourself if you want to start this whole higher consciousness and, you know, pro-black and Wakanda forever type thing. Great. The point of the matter is just starting. Just start. research things, and doors will just start to open. Information will fall into your lap, because God, the universe, your higher self, whoever you're into, is wanting you to be the best that you can be. So doors will open, but you have to open the door and say, I'm ready. I want to be healed. I want this to end. I want this pain to end. And you have to mean it, and you have to start taking the steps towards it. Like, it's like, going to deliver food. I can't get there unless I get in the car and bring the food and start my way there. I can't sit in the car and be like, well, damn, I wonder how this food gonna get there. I have to start putting things in motion. You understand what I mean? So definitely start with that. If you really want to start and order crystals, go to that website, see what resonates towards you. Like I said, I started out with, actually my first crystal was actually a cluster of clear quartz. And this was years ago before I even thought about crystals, but I've always been in love with rocks and stones. Like, always. Like, since I've been a little girl, my father, we would go places, like different businesses that have like the stones in front and, to decorate or whatever. I always took rocks, and I never understood what it was, but it always made me feel good. So as I got older, I noticed the energy coming from the earth. Like, everything coming from the earth was just amazing. It's just like another whole video, like, walking barefoot and hugging a tree and just walking in the rain, and oh man, this journey is definitely has been worth it. It has helped me mentally, it has helped me emotionally. I don't get upset. Anything I need to happen or to get done, it gets done. If I need to hear from somebody, I'll hear from them. If I'm looking for something in the mail, it will come. It's just blessings just keep coming and coming and flowing and flowing. And I feel better, as far as my health wise is concerned. I'm not drinking every day, so I don't feel down and tired, because all I wanted to do was sleep. And I said, you know what, by me just wanting to sleep, that's because I don't want to be here. I don't want to live in this reality, and that's not good, because that's when depression and stuff starts coming in. So you got to pull yourself out of that darkness and sit yourself up. You know what I mean? But if you love yourself, just like a newborn, you're going to make that sacrifice. And shit, my mother ran in a burning building to get my ass. So, I know how it is to have love for something or somebody, but have that love for yourself. As soon as you start that, this ain't nothing that you got to study or you got to stress over. It's very easy, it's beautiful, it's beneficial, and you'll love it. Be able to love yourself and love on other people, and then we can spread it like wildfire and get this thing going. All right, y'all, over and out.